welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Makota. You are watching the TPN Radio Network. Today, we therefore can continue more discussions about the politics way they go on a salon. As we now all know, we are, sorry, we are in very, very tight politics. And let me remove this stuff here. And all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask a question where I want for we all discuss, and I don't want for make I just discuss this question by myself. I want for winner um the viewers who now go able for also help me for discuss. And I know say this question it kind of an instigation because it not get one answer at all because the answer depends on which party we you support. Well, me na APC I dey support. So the question what I want to ask is how the campaign is going for your party. Some of you are in our salon, una dey follow the campaign, and una know exactly the momentum from different parties and different camps. So how the campaign they go for your party? You feel say your party they make inroads. So answer the question if you can. Now the comment section where you dey watch we from. Um if you na SLPP, yeah, I want for you answer. If you na APC like me so, I want for you answer too. Like they can give me your answer. Just they try for send out this broadcast to different groups them as always. All right. So Usai, you campaign they go. You think say you stand a chance? Let me know. Okay? Let me know. As far as I think say the APC party they do extremely well during this campaign. And they see with all the odds where we get in terms of finances, still we are moving forward. Okay. So based on that, I think say the APC party is doing very well. The only problem we'll get is we're not able to infiltrate the south and the east of the country yet. That doesn't mean maybe we're not going to be able to infiltrate that, but we're not able to infiltrate that yet. I think say the strategies within the APC party will be able to sit down and find a way how, and I see what's happening now, Kono. And I'll get to talk about that also. But for the north and western part of the country, I think say we do well. And it is expected, right? Because this is our stronghold. We do very well. So if you're not SLPP, what you think say na in your party they do, na the south and the east of the country. Up, tell me. The APC party gets some problem when it comes to finances. Yes, we know that. And it is expected as an opposition party. But what thing that they do so far, the crowd within the poll, and then they try for get multiple rallies at the same time, which cost a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. And so looking at the struggles, I believe say we get for give kudos to the APC party for the strides when they put together for go all over the country for campaign. Yes, I understand. The SLPP, this then they talk say they get the momentum, then they infiltrate the APC stronghold, blah 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 blah. I understand that. I'm talking about my own party. Waiting now we on efforts. You know, as somebody we I dey look at things in a realistic way and judge based on reality, right? Um, couple couple days ago, I engaged Dr. Sylvia Blyden about a prediction we probably I get to talk about now. I think I talked about that, but um, there is more to talk about that because it actually relates to this campaign. Um, I engage a lot of SLPP folks, at the TPN forum, in fact, and even at this broadcast, we dey do every Saturday, and they look like say they're overconfident. And overconfidence now something we is very, very dangerous when it comes to politics. Now the same thing, now the same overconfidence where the APC been get, we lose the election, and when we lose the election, we had difficulties for make we able we adjust and we organized. It affects me negatively. So I believe say the SLPP are actually moving towards that path. I'm not saying maybe they're not stand a chance for win the election. As I already don't know, I don't make new analysis already, but overconfidence is a very dangerous thing in life. So if you know SLPP and you see waiting they happen at the country, because I understand say even say when Sylvia Blyden say this election get for go to a runoff and the SLPP they win the first round. I dey see some SLPP are very angry at Sylvia Blyden simply because he say the the election they go to a runoff, even though he said the SLPP will win the first round. So this tells you the kind of overconfidence and probably complacency where the SLPP don't develop na salon for this election. What happened if the SLPP can find out say they lost the election? What happened? Now it cause a lot of uncertainty because when somebody don't get this unshakable confidence for say yes, this is what is going to happen. If it not happen, a lot of you go get a lot of uncertainty, not only within the party itself, as it happens to we at the APC, but also at the country because the SLPP now the whole um, the power right now. So this now the situation we I believe say we get for find ourselves. I am not saying the SLPP will not win the election. In fact, looking at the way things, the data, they go analytically, not politically, because if not politically, then I always they talk say the APC they win the election. But I'm talking about analytically. The SLPP stand a better chance than the APC for winning this election because I don't see prospect how we were able for substitute the votes the way the SLPP they get from the north and west of the country. I don't see that perspective. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It may probably happen, but we have 20 days more to go. 20 days. And the more we're not able for desperately put strategies for make we able for fix this problem because this is now we own problem we get right now at the APC party. How we will the APC inroad where them don't make now the north and south of the country. That is the only problems right now where I believe say we need for fix. If we fix that, everything will be fine with me. And I will tell you for free, if we were able to fix that, I will even predict say we will win this election. The the prospect of the situation in the country, it actually favor the APC party. There is no excuse why the APC party not for win this election. No excuse. And it don't say we been the one about this. Waiting with the city, this waiting the APC the city. Now this broadcast for the past I don't know how many months, and I could be a mere witness for say um, we saw the prevailing circumstances and start for talk about that months back before even we talk about campaign or something like that. Before even the convention of the APC party starts, we saw the difficulties we or the destruction we certain people within the APC party because of greed and selfish and this egoism um, way that they perpetrate towards the APC party. And we stood up and said, this is going to cost us. Because just look at the hardship we live on at that country, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at. I read them say a bag of rice now don't go to 800,000 bills. 800,000 bills. A bag of rice. Right. Some of we been the guests, some of them we family, the relatives in the salon. We sometimes seeking $700 for that person there. They were able to manage and the entire month. Now, we do, enough, enough at all. So the prospect of winning the election was in our own favor. If we don't do the right thing, we put we ego aside, we put we divisive behavior aside, we put we arrogance aside, and do the right thing we supposed to do as a party collectively. This election would have been the easiest election we would have ever contest since 1996. This is a fact. Yeah, you were the watch me way, no one for agree with me. You get the right for making not agree with me. But the fact is, even your conscience, what they talk so your conscience they tell you saying, what in doctor they talk, not true. We had the opportunity for winning. This election was a walkover. Now that we don't do the work for you. They don't do the work for you. Waiting left for we no more now. For now, just smooth out. For now, just smooth the work we mother be don't do for you. Messaging. But instead, waiting we need do, we be focused on fighting each other. Um, Mr. A, um, you know they, qualify, to APC, so for run for any position. Mr. B na APC, but at the end of the day, na team B, team Y, team Z, team A. So therefore, right now we get the power, now we get the money, now we get everything. So whether we want, now with the put. Then you get another section of we party where they embrace Mamikos. They embrace Mamikos. In 2019. 2019. Now, in we come out and publicly advise the APC party say that is not a strategy. It's not. It eliminates a lot of people, even within the APC party. Because one thing some people do not understand, irrespective of the 12-year civil war we will go through, some people say 11 years, but it doesn't matter. We will go through. You know one thing we will not get rid of the culture. Yeah, we get them begin the way them born during the war, or the one that way now been teenager during the war, some of we don't see a lot of blood like we the experience, the trauma we them don't get during that war day, it actually affects the mental capability. Yet still we maintain the integrity of we culture. And one of them cultures then they respect people, especially elders, people we able to born you. This is an African culture. It is an African etiquette. It is a Sierra Leonean ethics. You respect your big one, even if not in born you. In fact, the time where some of we when they grow up in Salo, you get mind cause big one, the beat where they give. And you see, the good thing about Africa, Sierra Leone in particular, is the expression for say it takes a village to raise a child. That is an African ideology. That is an African culture. Your neighbor, now a guardian for you, even if not to inborn you. The next person, now a guardian for you. It takes a village to raise a child. This is the culture where some of we grow up with. We respect elders, not cause na street. Okay? But when I say because of frustration, trauma, maybe even some kind of arrogance, or maybe will not be know what they do, we embrace many cause. And up to today, some people, not all now, because a lot of people they don't realizing it was a bad strategy in the first place. I'm not saying the APC they because so. I'm talking about embracing the other way they cause. Why don't we embrace people who actually they come up with good strategies? Say, okay, I believe say now we make mistake and if we able for punch a hole in this area, we'll be able to release the pressure we will get and make sure say we we sail smoothly in the ocean. These are the people we kick out. These are the people who we know want for hearing. These are the people who we accuse now the APC say they are nothing but a bunch of spies and irresponsible, uh, unpartisan. Like I said, we get the chance for win this election. So I just look the population with all the difficulties we will get. So I just look the population where the APC they told. The SNPP gets resources 10 times than the APC party. But the fact that the people know waiting how then they feel na them pocket, them willing for go na APC rally. And I believe say them willing for vote for the APC party. And to be honest with you, no matter what somebody say, the North and the West is going to vote solidly APC. That is a fact. We no need for argue. We no need for debate about that. This is a fact. But we don't allow the SLPP because we've been fair to self. We forget. And when I remember what happened in 2018, a lot of them no know what actually happened in 2018. A lot of them, even some people that we've been in our freedom, we've been be part of the campaign. They not been they detect waiting actually they waiting at the wrong thing we will be they do. When some of we be they come out now this podium, they tell we members we leaders and say no, you are making a mistake. The one of the besides the messed up way they do na the convention. I'm talking about after the convention now. You know what happened? One of the mistakes we will do, we refocus our attention to somebody when are 3 months old. 3 months old. Can they uncle? We not been get strategies the way we're able for look at the situation as alone at that time then and say, hey, forget about Kande Yumkela. Kande Yumkela cannot do much. When I just look at the time when he actually came as alone, we then go welcome. How many people there will go there? When he launched a NGC, na freedom, how many people there wouldn't go there? But why this timidity where we've been developed so much that we're afraid the elephant in the room where it big time it full up the room when at the SLPP. The SLPP now an entrenched party. It's the oldest party in the country. Okay? The SLPP now the oldest party. So now a party where we supposed to be afraid at that time. But we forget because you see, this is why it is important. Anything you do now, this world, especially in this modern age, use data. White man, they need to just do something based on their young God's feeling. Mm-mm. Anything we can do, then they use data. Because that's not the only guarantee for say yes, indeed, this data will be able to predict for you what thing will happen. Will they come? Will they tell you say when I forget about Kando Mikela? Kando Mikela is not a threat for the APC party. When I focus on Madabio. But we've been believe say well, we don't beat Madabio one time, we will beat on the second time. We refocus our attention. It take a long time. Me, I don't know if we the talk so not too true, but I believe it's not true. It take a long time, even during the campaign, we they talk about Kande Yumkela more than we they talk about Madabio at the time. In 2018, I'm telling you, in 2018, that was our downfall. By the time we they realize, say, oh, the elephant is still in our room, it's too late. It was too late. So these are some of the things where I want to make the APC party embrace intelligent, smart people where they take action based on their own emotions, but based on the data where they see analytical people there, people that way go able to predict something where they happen 10 months, 1 year, 3 years later. These are some of the people where we're supposed to embrace. If we say every time when some of them people in the come and tell you something, we kick them out, we chastise them, we'll end up with a problem. There was no reason why the APC party not they win this election. I'm not saying we are not going to win the election. I still get the hopes that they win the election. But I just look at the campaign, how it go. 20 days from now, we're not even able to get a hole on the east and south of the country. We're not able. We do very well at the north and west of the country. We are doing very great. We see a lot of turnout in our rally, and that is very, very great. But these people are already ours. All you need to do is just lock them and you hold the key, like wetin Madabio do na the southeast, and try for invade the southeast. These were some of the things what we supposed to do. But how you go you able for invade a territory where una I don't know how I get to put this. When I embrace people the way they Mami cause them territory, then there are a lot of people within the southeast where actually benefit from the APC party then regime. They benefit a lot. They know same the APC party they do very well than even the SLPP. They know that. But how they embrace somebody where they tell them say if the APC can have power, now this, now they do now so now. We don't give the ammo, the weapon to the SLPP. So something where it did now we own advantage, we make and we turn them now it did now we own disadvantage because we not get people the way we able to sit down and think and say, okay, this is our strategy. No party no no organization no the way don't get strategy. The APC gets strategy, but we lost in our way. Forget a better strategy. Forget an effective strategy. Kono, it don't tell when maybe they talk about Kono. There was a reason why some of we insist say we should make sure we capture Kono because that's not the only districts in the south and east where they stand a chance for make we able to win. We will able to substitute the infiltration where the SLPP don't put now the north and west of the country. That's so you see, there is always the potential for we make mistakes because we are human beings. Nobody know the way they tell me say it perfect. Nobody. The only person who is perfect is God. So we need for the encourage contrary views. As long as them views then them, it they for help the APC party. To me, I don't know, but the way me they think, from where I small up to this time, the way me they think, I not get enemy. Whether within the APC or outside of the APC, I not get enemy. You go telling me say Dr. Mankota na the enemy, but Dr. Mankota is doesn't have any enemy. We have differences of ideas or opinion, and that doesn't make you an enemy to me. It makes me a competitor. It makes me somebody where I will even use for benefit myself for enhance the way I think. That is the way Dr. Mankota they behave. But when there are certain people when get differences no more, the next thing now you not enemy. When they take now, then they go and talk bad about you. Well, like talk all kind of nonsense in there. You know, oh, this person in fact not to APC in fact because always they talk, they talk good about APC. Well, you get to define what's in a good because good is something was subjective in some people. A lot of people, what them call good? Okay, for example, Kono, we don't say Kono, we stand a chance for win Kono, where for being used for substitute the SLPP, the infiltration. If somebody come and say, if we not win Kono, if we not try for encourage Kono for make them turn to win, we go get a problem. Wow, that person is an enemy because he say the APC will get a problem because he say if we will not try for encourage Kono. That is how some people then define good. It's always about saying something that is music to the ears of a lot of people. Them even now, if not false thing. That is not the way I do things. I tell you for say yes, indeed, this is what we're supposed to do. It left to you as the leader. If you want to take them, If you want, you left. If you not take them, then we go back. I will come back, and you know, go prevent me from come back and say, you see, this one I told you so. I tell you, say this is wrong. This way, the way we go is wrong. I will say that. You cannot prevent me from saying that because that make I tell you, say let we try for control the steering at the right path. We are doing extremely well at the north and west. I am so happy with for that. The APC is doing very, very well at the north and west of the country. But we are missing one of, the variables. We are missing one of the variables. And that variable is very, very important for it. And I'm saying this here so that the strategies, the APC strategies, we don't do very well for work very hard for try for put things together. Thank you very much. We really appreciate the effort you did, especially at this time when we not get no payment, the party not get money, but we sacrifice when they try for put them kind of strategies together for make we able for win the election. We're not going able to pay now. We're not going able to pay one. But I am telling you, we are missing one of the variables. We're very important. We now probably one of the fundamental foundation for winning this election. The South and East infiltration. The South and East infiltration. Let me give you now one example here in the United States. The U.S. politics, you get certain states where exclusively they for the Republican. And you get states that way exclusively for the Democrat. Then you get what they call the swing states. The states that way actually where they call blue states for the Democrats. It doesn't matter whether you campaign or you don't campaign, then they vote for the Democrats. Okay? So how the Democrats and the Republican then they do? Then get a little bit less focus on their state than the way now their stronghold. Then they focus more on the opponent than their stronghold. For make them able to get enough votes there. This is how politics should work. And there's no difference between here in the United States and Sierra Leone. You know that, right? I don't want to say this, but I have to say it. I think Mother been in America now for some time, and he actually studying the United States politics, and now they apply as solution. Mother Bio focus on the north and west of the country more because now they need more votes for win. No matter what, the south and east is going to vote SLPP. Whether it campaign or not campaign, if they go there no more because that's the routine, because there's a timetable and locations within them timetables, and so you get for what them call. But to be honest with you, if not free campaign no more, where timetable no they like American I am, and they tell you say Mother Bio na the north and west for being sleep. All in campaign are they for being what them call them. See? So we get this momentum that is the north and west of the country, but we lack that momentum there somewhere else. I see we rallied now, Kono. It was very, very great. It was very, very great. But guess what? Kono a dynamic district wherein a lot of people there from outside of Kono come in for kind of business, diamond, trade, and all those. And most of them people in the north. The crowd was very, very great, to be honest with you. The crowd, I really appreciate that the people them come out. But when you they listen to the song alone, it tells you a lot of story. The song alone, we the music it tells a lot of story. It tells me saying most of the people that will come out now, the one that will go na kono, we na the origins of the north, because nothing is wrong with them. They say that is great, because at least we get some kind of vote na kono, no matter what we get forget votes there, and probably we get forget seats there na kono because of them people don't do. But are they enough for make we able flip um the advantage to we own side? Are they? Well, I mean, yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Samsumana been there to Diana Konomani. I think them born Diana Konomani in the house now. We don't know who that do that. So the investigation is going on. So people that come, the APC themselves come for can sympathize with Diana Konomani. You know, them fringe picking their way, they not get what then they do. So they want for cause trouble. And I don't think say people then get for blame the APC party for that incident there, because the APC party actually, you know, they encourage somebody where they go for go burn the house of even and somebody with an APC member. And the APC party leadership, they know they do them to them. So there must be some rogue idle individual or individuals will actually feel say, well, this one, you know, they cooperate the way it's supposed to cooperate, the way we want to cooperate. So therefore, let us teach a lesson. Then go through a Molotov cocktail na the house with them burn them. It's very, very reprehensible. Very, very reprehensible. That's this not the reason this way. Sierra Leone gets a long way to go when it comes to civilization, maturity in politics. We get a long way to go. There was no reason for go burn that woman in in house. No reason. So coming back to the story, I see Sam Sumana is sitting down with Dana Konomani, I think Nafrit on there. So he been explain. He say people at the APC party, then they blame them for say they not go for go launch their campaign at Kono. But he say, how will they go when they not invite you? How? How will they go if when they not invite you? There are people within the APC party where they use the APC party for their individual personal problems. I know say there are people who get problem with Samsumana. I know that. Most of them people then they now personal problems then guess. You know, they nothing for do with the APC party. But what did they do? Then they use the APC party for settle scores for the problem we then get with Samsumana and the other people then when they disagree with. This is one of the problems we will get Masalo. And that's something we need for try for resolve. If you get a problem with somebody, don't be anchored the APC party. When I set to laugh at that when I come back. But not use the APC party for settle scores. Because at the end of the day, you know they only affect you now, it affects we all. We not get no beef with anybody. We don't get no problem with anybody. And now it affect the APC party. And if we afraid for tell them kind of people, then they for say you need to stop that. If you get problem with whoever you get problem with within the APC party, you not settle outside of the APC party. No can you, even if you're not a leader of the APC party, because the APC party is not your personal property. It's a national party where everybody belong to, the one they win are members, and they get the right for make them able for see success within the APC party. So your problem, your personal problem, has nothing to do with the APC party. If you're not able to resolve that without mixing the APC party, you need to resign from the APC party leadership and go solve that will bring somebody where they try for look for the interest of the APC party. If we do this, the APC party will be good. The mistakes away with the city today, so not because of that. Not because of that. You know, there's nothing for do with the APC. Nothing, absolutely. People are using the APC party, and now they don't put you in a situation where we not even know what to get for Ronaldo. Like I said, we are doing very good. The north and west of the country, hey, it's settled. We are going to win solidly at the north, but hey, 25 to 30%. It's too much for lose to the SLPP. Now we on strong road. It's very, very too big. 25 to 30%. It's a death sentence for the APC party. Now, how will we able to get them? Then they get on there. Anything 20 days left. And I will come back and tell me, say, Dr. Mankota, you know which. Because Salomon, when somebody says something when not accurate, instead of them say this person is smart, then say he rich. So now they come back and tell me, say, Dr. Mankota, he rich. Because I told you I've been telling me in 2018. Where I predict from now. And this is it's not about which, it's about intelligence. Realistically, you put your emotion aside and try for look at the situation and you're able for analyze it. Let me bring in Dr. Kamara.
Yes, Dr. Mankota.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we have to cap them. You know?
I see some kind of red day. So it seems like the APC party don't actually owe you now for saying yes, indeed. Once an APC is always an APC.
Look, this team, this not team.
Yeah, when I read anything when I read the APC, there's no matter waiting at the letter.
I learned them from my wife. I'm my wife cap.
It can like say you get a little bit. You get problem with your voice.
No, not really. I'm okay.
Yeah, but can you put the volume of you now for the use right? Increase the volume.
I don't increase them. I don't increase them.
Okay. Let me see if I'm not be able for increase them for you. All right, you get control over you. All right, but that's okay. So, how you see so far the campaign? 20 days, 9 left.
Yeah, well, the campaign is going well. Now the strongholds of the APC. My fear is how can they pull this election without getting votes from the east and the southeast. This is my concern.
Yeah, my concern too.
Yeah, you know, it's like when you take mathematics, they say you did go for 60%, then you 5, problems for solve. If you solve the 3 problems, then you get them okay, then you will get the 60%. But if you get 8, 4, 5, so which means you get to take bits from everywhere for make you match up to that 60%. Because not to one sum then they give full mark. Sometimes they give one sum then give A, B, C. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be very difficult for make you sabi all the other sum, levels them 100%. So that's why you have to get the ingredients from the other side, and that's why you get for complete your work. You not go just do 3 or 4. You say, okay, I'm done. You go out. So you get for do your homework for it's a syllabus. You get for complete the syllabus. So this dynamic problem. And with the hurdles them where we know they get right from the beginning, where even from the registration and even up till now with the ID cards, I'm a little bit scared. Except if
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Except if a miracle happens and then they open the political space. Actually, the political space is open and everybody free for campaign. Probably if they gain grounds because the SLPP seem for the gain grounds even at the strongholds of the APC. And this is my fear because with the hardship with they around, uh, they say a hungry man is an angry man. And
Yeah.
I told you before, I said, them three people here, you don't go underestimate them. Whatever you call them, Alpha Khan, Victor Poe, and Kade Yonkela, my friend, these are like stars. When you dey play football, you must get a follower away, and a die-hearted follower. You're not going to change their minds for them. So they could do some damage or even an unseen damage because this maybe happened where the make I say the black horse. Naina being Madabio, because everybody was thinking that Kande Yumkela would do a magic. So SLPP staying at the background, they gallop slowly, but the APC now concentrate for just try for stand in the way of Kande Yumkela till SLPP can, like the black horse to win the race. It's a marathon. So in a marathon, you have to be very tactical. That the finishing now important. But
Yeah.
the campaign is okay. And I've been just hearing you just now we will try for talk say the infighting. I mean, this now one factor we I not understand. And really these big folks we don't in at the party, we don't enjoy all the years. They are just being selfish and they are spoiling things for the young generation of the APC, where they don't know nothing, and where they try for build their own way so that then go say, oh, this is a party we found with our fathers, our ancestors. We just want to belong there. Otherwise, if they miss this chance, I'm telling you, it's going to be decades before the APC come back to power.
No, no, because decades now 5 years no more anyway. I dey come, I dey come.
Oh yes, but I told you, I said, what are you waiting for?
We have to give them chance first. Then when they wait and come so after them done, then get
Yeah.
give it chance so the next one when they come because we don't give them so much chance. But anyway, in Doctor, just like what you have been talk, I am concerned because it seems like the analysis, the way I've been able to put together for the past few months, it's coming to fruition. And anybody will get AI for C, you will really know yes, indeed, the APC party is doing very well in the north and west of the country, which is expected, right? Now we struggle. In fact, if we've been do less, then I've been done say it's over. But they do very extremely well, so that is good. That is very, very great. Yet, we they see when the SLPP go now, we on stronghold, the kind population where they come up for support the SLPP. Does that translate to vote? No, I don't know. Because sometimes the one the way they dance when APC come on are the same people that they go dance when the SLPP come out. But we just look at some of them generic, indices here and say, we know they see the momentum where SLPP gets now the north and west of the country. we know they see that translates for the APC party now the south and east of the country. That is my concern. And now the time they maybe they try for one the APC same. We not forget about this infighting. The infighting is not going to help us. The mamikos is not going to help us. We now focus on how we are all able to come together. And now we are seeing the symptoms, because these are just symptoms. We don't know it. You're a doctor, so the symptoms doesn't actually mean say not the sickness, not just a sign. The sickness is a day. So we see the symptoms, and it is very, very good in one side, but also concerning in other side. So these are some of the things we need to talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, when you talk of symptoms, these are subjective. These are the things you feel.
Yeah,
exactly. The objective, these are signs where you they see. You know, they see symptoms, you they feel them. But again, this now I mean, my first comment that all being well, if we get a plain or field, a level ground, and this is where actually I think we don't have to be rogues in politics, you know. And this is where actually I hold the SLPP against being democracy. Well, democracy actually, I mean, sometimes it's just by name, you know, and especially in the African countries. I mean, even in the European countries, democracy now has a problem. But here you have a freedom of association to start with, freedom of movement, speech, and other things. If the SLPP, of course, now they hold the baton and they hold the nerve that the handle side. If they left the ground, like how them feel for or free for enter the north, they allow the APC also for go into them places in it, because you know, don't forget, don't forget the hardship where they're in the country, and I mean, it cuts across everywhere. I don't say hardship there everywhere, but they get people there even from the south and the southeast, where also try.
Yeah.
So if only because look what they happen. I mean, as soon as they open, like they say, the campaign space, they open up. Look what happened at Kailan, where they go chop the money head. And look, Mother Bio, what did they talk? If I say no push shaking against Jagaban. Yeah.
You as a president, I go tell somebody say that foolish man.
Yeah. So this actually we don't want that, because we don't have for yes, I mean, unfortunately, if any things pack up, innocent people are going to die. But again, let me say something here. When you look what they happen in Senegal of late, when people then they protest, if in a salon where this protest don't take Senegal 1, 2, 3 days, the number of deaths would all rise to hundreds. But in Senegal,
so before we go to the the time, before we go to the comment section, because a lot of comments don't come. Before we go there, I just want for make we discuss quickly about Dr. Sylvia Blyden in prediction, and he sent me that prediction then on the PV, and me and he engaged briefly, because in my own way of doing things, I know they just talk because of my emotions. Whenever I come out and say something, say now this, now they predict, I they give the models, the indicators, right? I always they give the indicators. So Sylvia Blyden say this election they get for go now a runoff. You know, give me why he says so, but maybe there are some kind of an indication for say if this election get for go now a runoff, number one, the south and east of the country not turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. If the country turn out, everybody turn out the way it's supposed to turn out, this election is not going to go to a runoff. But the irony here is okay, now in on prediction, he said the SLPP they win the first round. But guess what? Would them vex? At the SLPP.
Well,
Imagine.
you see, silver blinding. I used to be an admirer for her, but for some time now, it left me in space hanging. I don't know whether for support her or not for support her because um, is like Alpha Khan now. They are geniuses for move from one place to the other in that transient form. But another underrate sometimes which they talk because
Oh
now
yeah.
bossing where actually I don't know how they do it, but it can go it, to the core of the matters for all empathy. So Naingu must just sabi what he don't see why he say that. Just like you, when you can predict your projections them statistically, I can always pay attention to that. So let's wait and see. Like I say,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
maybe,
so
maybe. Don't forget.
yeah, well, I not dismiss that at all. I not dismiss that. If it for be non give the the modules that we use, probably for be either support them or disagree with them. But
Sorry,
let's wait and see. But
I know they
because
hear you. I know they hear you. Phone they come inside, but I know they take them.
you know they hear me.
Yeah, telephone they come inside, but I know they take them. It don't reduce your sound, but it will cut off just now.
Okay, where it cut off, yeah, you can just come in back. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but the funny thing here is why the SLPP are so angry at Sylvia Blyden. Why? Why? Because they say when they win the first round. That's if now the APC themselves say the APC they win the first round. I said to God for being glad he pass anybody, but why the SLPP are so angry because they say,
Okay.
you know why?
At the arena.
Okay, the
At the
arena.
arena. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you know why the SLPP are so angry because of this prediction? Then they don't get overconfidence for say yes, no matter what, this is not going to a second round. Well, what I tell me, me folks, now the SLPP side is human behavior is unpredictable. You cannot get certainty for predict human behavior because mortal man, it change from 1 minute to another. So anything where we dey talk about human behavior, na kind of a guesswork based on the available data wey we get. So if you don't take say, well, because of the circumstances where you don't see Sierra Leone, and therefore this no run off because now that slang saying they go with no run off, no run off. So if they ready,
Well, Nami, Makota, sorry for cut you in. Until we stop for be educated, but at the same time we are rogues. Now they bring all them kinds here for say, okay, I dey beat you arms down because you don't
arrogance.
milestone, feel say you go rig, you go do this, you go do that one day, you go intimidate. Then factors here, they're not going for work all this time here because it go ruin the country.
Yeah,
And I hate to say it.
Arrogance.
Yeah, sometimes now make them feel say the SLPP feel say then go win arms down, then go be rogues, then go intimidate. I mean, already the thing is clear. The obvious is clear. How you dey go give me my name, me de Puloko, you put me like Kailawun, then you put me face like a white man or like a babu or donkey. I mean, these are all things where go bring, confusion, some oil, this, that, delaying tactics, stay the time done for vote. They say, Kalas, you don't done. Marco go vote. Marco go count.
Yeah.
And probably
it is
you
not
have
over
some.
until it is over.
Excuse me. What is the use of going to get boxes from Guinea? This is the one thing where you
one
don't
of
still say
those shameful
they want
things.
to be rogues forever.
The boxes them, all the boxes them, where them go with them corner about if na $5 per one rubber, it's
We don't need it. We don't
55,000.
need it. Shakandas can do that. That man where they make them mila tank them now Sierra Leone who's already put water. Because they are all plastic, PVC, polyvinyl chloride. You don't need that. But again, all this they raise an eyebrow. And I mean, let us just pray. Both parties go sit down and do the needful. If now they get for solve this ID problem.
Now, it's too late. So
Well
I
then,
wish
Makota, and they tell you say, may they postpone this election.
I wish we
No, no,
for the
no.
non-solved a long time ago. But waiting happened. The
Mm.
APC party, the distraction we then get because of the infighting, now that make them not be focused on
Well,
this. The time when they
it's
have
not
the
the
cardiac attack,
infighting.
if the 10
It's
and
not.
the way they attack,
It's not.
so
It's
by
not
this
the
time we
infighting.
don't further.
No, 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 no. It's not the infighting. If you then make you they say go make ID, you get the money for that. Why for go make discrepancies on that? Okay, the infighting, I agree, but I mean you are a professional. I mean the world depend on you, both nationally and internationally. They depend on you, Mr. Kone. Why for go do that kind of rogue on and I mean, this I know we put some on the infighting. The infighting, yes, is
Well,
another
the
factor.
reason, also, the reason what's make because we know be no say the APC party actually angry with this ID card. I'm talking about officially
Mm,
because the very day when the ID card come out, we see
mm,
Dr. Samura come out and say the ID card them better pass the old one them because the old one them na Kamalo the register account post na free term. So
mm.
next gonna come back. If na that day they then come out and see the ID card there, we know they agree. So we dey go petition the ECSL for make them make sure say them change the ID card there. At that time, imagine at that time, if I been bit better, but we
But
wait
it is not so,
till
Makota. I mean, this na cherry pick, na cherry pick. And then you don't go give an esproma in your picture,
huh?
a black face, and you know say this na an esproma.
No, no,
You go
no,
must make,
no, I
you
know,
go
I know.
must make your own ID card
No,
ideal.
I agree
So
with you. The ID card we are very bad. We talk
that's it.
about
So
not
it's a
true.
it's a game, and this is where the intimidation comes in because it's a
We talk
pre-planned
about the
something.
ID card now for say those
Mm,
ID cards are very, very I talk and I say even me no printer why they use Nami Osnaya.
mm.
Able make good ID card pass the ID card then. But the points why they try for talk about why we see don't take a month to the election. Now the tender one the way we give ultimatum. Why will not be don't give the
But
ultimatum from the
but
beginning for say
Makota, me and you, we know say even the elections will not be certain for say Samura they go. The delaying tactics, the court and inside and out. All these delaying tactics, now magic, in fact, for go to the convention, even for richer. I mean, these are some of the things so they try for talk. It is not a level ground playing field at all. There was too much of intimidation, there was too much of harassment, and there was too much of uncertainty. So all this, it's not going to actually give a significant, clear picture for say that we're going to the elections. So I'm not going to blame APC
well
on that.
yeah.
To be frank with you, this is
Yeah,
the way I look at it.
they will call, but something we get, say, then say you the goats way you get for truth, not make clear if I don't pump poto.
The APC was
So
powerless. The APC was powerless. Imagine you go, you come there, ambush you.
that's the point. So you just the way them call him Nami points. If you powerless, now that
Mm,
make what you call either by economics, division of labor. You see
mm,
what is the problem with the APC? The
mm,
way they use this particular concept, division of labor, you put in a party into certain groups where this they focus on this one, down they focus on this one, down they focus on this one, where they call strategy.
mm.
Everybody now few people they want to do
Well,
everything, and they're not going
well,
to do everything.
the internal fight, I told you, like you said, it's another factor because of selfish interest. Where people
Yeah,
they feel say, if you're not on me, you're not for be the other person. So
exactly.
this now
Few
other
people
factor.
that are increasing that them for supposed to do the work no more. Because
Yeah.
how a modern the most popular party like that one day, you know, be able to put things. Look, imagine when we start for fight. We start for fight when during the time when we I think it's in 2019, nine we first started. We did perfect for 4 years with effect. Nobody not come for say, you know what, we can sit down as a group for level make things together. It's too late. Now the thing is what me
You
when they
know,
talk about
you
CPC.
know why? Let me tell you something. You know why that may be? This is the case of Deborah and King Solomon, that Pekin. Most of them are already fed. They are not true APCians. They come. So they don't care if they spoil the party.
Okay.
Believe me, that's the simplest answer.
Yeah, and most of them
They're not loyal to the
they
party.
both say them
No.
the real APC. Anyway.
Now.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. Go up kind of look them, who side they come out. Probably it's not like you and me, where come on and we sabi who side the APC come out, and who side they go. Or even if we wave ourselves, we will just keep quiet. We're not going to do any harm. All
right, so now we go to the comments. Peter Dauda say, is this the APC version of the Sermon on the Mount?
Is it the APC what?
Dauda, blessed are the peacemakers,
for they shall be called children of God. Or
so
that are the 8 beatitudes.
Yeah, be careful. Though. I know say right now the SLPP they feel say they are on top of the mountain. Be careful, bro. Michael Coker say, I will say this again. This election is not going to be won solely on the cost of living, especially with Samora Kamara's utterances about the Southeasterners and the fiasco taking place in Kono. Well, yes, I agree with you, Michael. There are so many factors, but the main factors where we believe, this is my opinion as an analyst, I believe say, if we don't spend a lot of time on them nonsense, them petty things then within we say, the hardship of the country, we able for muffle up this message in a way where it's very difficult for defend. Very, very difficult way the SLPP them for being faced for defend them. But we not do them. We focus on we self. Would that supposed to be a paramount chief? Would that supposed to be an local? Would that supposed to be Yayekin? All them kind petty.
Yeah, let me answer. Let me answer Michael Coker. Yeah.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Mr. Michael Coker, we're not try for cancer to scores now this podium, but most of the politicians they're not a behave maturely, including the president. He say, "White man don't divide Sierra Leone." So he said, "We don't divide Chimney Line and Mendy Line." You can't say that. There are so many offensive utterances that are going on. Look at the first lady. The only true Sierra Leonean are the one they were in SLPP. So if you talk about utterances here, let us be fair. We are not going to settle political scores here, but now this are the try for talk. If you prove say you're an educated person, you don't have to be a rogue. Just say the truth.
Yeah. Truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
I say the vote in the western area is not a sure landslide for the APC. Crowds don't necessarily translate to vote. APC pulled more crowd in the western area in 2018, but the SLPP got almost 40% of the vote. We are going to win Falaba this time, and we will get more votes in the north. Mark my word.
Fine. But are you opening the space in the south or in the east for people to campaign there?
Yeah.
This is the rogue I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let us be fair here. You have a way, you go to Falaba, you go to Poloko, you go to Makeni, you go to Losar, nobody attacks you.
Right.
Then you want to be proud of that? No, man. Let us be fair here. They say even in war, you have to be fair.
All right. Michael, I already don't tell Una say Una they bring between 25 and 30 in the north. So there is no need for argue again. I give this not a political prediction or this not an analytical prediction. If not political prediction, I will tell you saying at 2%, Una they bring now the north and west. But I have to be pragmatic, right? So Una they get between 25 and 30%, and that one day enough for Una able to win the election. And that make I get a little bit of problem with Sylvia Blyden in prediction for this election to go to a second round. I'm not saying it's not going to a second round. The factors, the indicators where they make this election they go to a second round, the south and east of the country not come out the way they're supposed to come out. Because if we don't infiltrate we so much that we'll be able to bring 30% of the votes in the north and west of the country, it's practically impossible. And the other indicator will make me I guess suspicion over the prediction is that number one, the NGC and the C4C were supposed for prevent a first round win. They are already incorporated into the two political parties. Then they are incorporated. I know they count the PMDC because PMDC is not a factor on this election. Even just my guy said self talk and now in interview same, they not get cloud again. So I know the way them call them. But if them two parties here, they don't incorporate into the major party, I not see the possibility for go for a second round, except that one side na the country not come out. And I know say the North they get for come out because they get determined for votes for the APC. So but if the SLPP not come out, this election they go for a second round. And I've been done tell Sylvia Blyden, if this election go for a second round, the APC will win the second round. Now the prediction again.
Yeah, until now it is neck to neck. That's all I can say. It is neck to neck. And if actually they open the East and the Southeast, and APC is going to win arms down first round. This I can assure you. Now it is neck to neck because of the intimidation and the fear where they don't put so that they're not able to go into the strongholds of the SLPP. But if they do, like the APCs allow them to come there, APC will surely win. Okay. This is my prediction.
Okay. That's not political prediction, right?
No, it's a reality.
That's a political prediction. Okay. Michael Kuka says Samuda Kamara is not eloquent.
Makota, it looks like I don't even talk like APC, yeah?
You don't begin to talk like politician.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Michael Kuka says Samura Kamara is not eloquent at all. His main campaign promise is to control the price of men and women affairs. So he wants to be salon pimp.
No. You know, everybody get the way it translates a pros. You said the man not eloquent. First of all, I wish this man here, I don't know whose side this man they come up from. Or if you don't book where you say the man not eloquent. What do you mean by eloquence? The man they enunciate, and they pronounce well, and they give salient points them, then you say the man not eloquent. You want to make it talk on top of your voice. Then when you say it raise the price of women, that is, it take them from that gutter life to something good. Not mean.
No.
You don't mean like that other man like gentle for say, oh, they go open office for rally girl, may they go get office they can see them. No.
Tell us say, doctor.
Yeah.
Samula, I think say he good. Because if man cheap, woman cheap, now they cause problem at the country. But
no, but that's not what he meant. It meant that made them prepare, it will base them price. That is, they pull them from the street level to a better life.
we can't begin put a price cap for married. If you married 18 to 24, now about 5.6 million. Now the minimum. So if you married above that, then the money
No, Makota. No, Makota. It's not in that category. The man talks quietly. First of all, the man gets a very quiet disposition, demeanor, the way they talk.
No, okay. Out of all jokes, now joke the man mean a joke.
Campaign season. It depends, different levels and the way they understand, where they're in a classroom. Now, make somebody get 40%, somebody get 50%, somebody get 80%, when they ask a question. If they look at from an angle of, narrow-mindedness, when you say it raise the price of somebody, that is, you take them from the gutter life to something more academic, more professional, or even put them into vocational schools. And look at the man in manifesto.
Doctor, you don't turn politician.
No, honestly. I mean, the way I look at it, period. And Makota, it's not like you and me. Now you own a station here where they benefit the whole country. Some of us where they can't comment. Believe me, we own nothing. Whether in America or London or Sierra Leone. And this is the type of thing we have to avoid.
All right. Doctor, no worry.
Yeah.
Let the SLPP provocation. They ambug me, so I know they vex.
I know. No, not to you.
Mama, for I say, What a week APC. Konomani's house burnt down by thugs from McKinney, Tonkolele for allegedly storing 25 motorbikes for SLPP. Adebayo and others threatened a week before the incident.
Oh God. Whose proofs will they get? These people have an internal squabble within the Konos themselves. Internally, we don't see who says C for C, and the Konos then they fight and they kill themselves. They come, try for spoil the APC name or for put them for saying that they do this. You know, these are all political points, cheap political points, where they attribute to the APC. No, it's wrong. No, I refute it.
You wear red cap today, so I really get you. I really get you. Hi.
This now Washington National Scar.
Washington response reducing women and man price control question asked in Cambia. That was disappointing. Another missed opportunity. But when I left Weibo, the man up na joke be the joke. When I forget about that. Oscar Boku, what do you call this? All right, Moriba Kone, Madabio is going to win this election. However, I think he is going to treat all Sierra Leoneans equally. Okay. Doctor, at the left of you.
They say the frog don't get waste. Way like young girl, way don't old, they the pull waste.
Okay.
Who's time again?
Fofana Mohammed say President Bio is our lifetime president Salon. Hey, so President Bio don't be lifetime president. So now when I don't begin bring back after you now you.
And I'm
Mama for I say Samora Tamara's price control. A simple statement of we want a price control. He said to the people that he will reduce the cost of man and woman and laugh. But let the man enjoy both himself now human being.
Mr. Dr. Makota, Dr. Makota, jokes aside, this man has proven himself to be an economist, micro and macro economist. And during in time, he don't prove to the world for say, Sierra Leone being get the fastest growing economy in the world. Let us look at evidence-based studies. Now make a try for talk say. I mean,
campaign mode it don't start for
no. I mean, this is a fact. I mean, we have to straighten the record.
No, now election season, so we all the campaign.
I know. Yeah. This is a fact. And for can bring that cheap points here for put them to the people then. And that's one thing where they affect Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leonean, unfortunately, we are gullible. The education level is very small. People are not reading even the local newspapers. They don't know all the music no more in the area. They dance, where they go get something and put on a grade. Kalas, it don't go. This is now a problem.
All right, let's move. Fofana Mohammed says President Bio gets for rule Salon say he died. Well, that's so APC they say. So
Pashaki will say pass he died. And he died, man. Not also
rule we country again. Fofana Mohammed. Hi. Votes for a leadership that is tolerant and caring for the suffering people. Votes Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Kamara. Votes for progress. Mohammed Fawai say IGR predicted 57% upward win for SLPP after Miss Blyden. I don't know
which yes, because you don't go stuff the box them. Now I make you put last statistics there.
I can talk out. Nobody know they prevent APC from campaigning in the southeast. If una don't cost them money and say una will kill them, we una come back na power. How them for encourage una? Una kill the ASP we na Kailahu begin them. Una want for make them welcome una na Kailahu? No way.
Mr. Dr. Makota, first of all, let us don't go into killings. Please, we all know. And me, first of all, me own profession, me in a doctor, I dey save lives. I don't support any type of killing, whether from the APC or whether from the SLPP. But let us don't go into killings. If we go into killings, believe me, SLPP not a win anything as alone.
No,
They don't kill. Yes, I'm telling you. No, Marcos, no. Because these are fallacies. These are fallacies. I mean, now these are the talk. Let us not be rogues, even if we are educated. You they bring 1 point in the picture. You they forget about the hundreds of people there where they don't massacre Nas alone, where they condone that one.
No,
one example. Mr. Makota, this is the thing where me and you they agree to disagree. You sabi me,
you're not commentator. They stifle the viewers. Let them give their opinion. Means necessarily most of the opinion whether they give either against we or either against some. We just have the opinion over
they say they kill them picking. Who's proof where they say they kill them picking? Now they say kill themselves according to the report we'll get. Let's say they come up here. For woman business, now they go kill and they slaughter them. Come on.
Would that then kill for woman business?
The one way they try for talk say they don't kill the man and they don't kill them picking at the south, I don't go agree for them go there. Well, we said the people away they don't kill at the north and the south. Why would they allow them to kill at the camp?
Okay, doctor. Okay, doctor. Cool down. I think so. They make you become more energetic. I understand that. Now pull the cap, doctor. Pull the cap. I think that the cap.
Me, when Mother Biobin come, I will support him 100%. Now one thing from the mantra of Mother Biobin come, where I support him, where it say it improve the human capital and free education.
Yeah, you voice a little bit. I don't know if
no, I say where Mother Biobin come initially. One thing where I support him, believe me, wholeheartedly. Where it say it improve
the where he become one let fail. No, I'm not saying let fail. Where he become president. Wow, and I do want for making not being be president. So I don't support that. I support some of the things
where say they bring free education and they improve the human capital. Believe me, you win me soul. Let me tell you. But the way I see things and they go, and most of the guys that were there around, and this is not the irony of things.
Doctor,
when they get a PhD or this or that, and the country they go importantly.
No, again, 20 days left. No worry. Now just pray to God for make we win. That's all. You don't need to achieve.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Coca say Gustavo Cano, Samura way one can be with him. Stuff will lie. One more forward. 5 years Mamikos investments made by APC is now paying off right across Sierra Leone. All right. Amidu Kamara say no voice. Una dey hear me not so? Maybe now, doctor. Maybe the tell way not.
Yeah, because I think say telephone me the kind inside. I think say they go there hear me now.
Yeah, I believe say they hear me now.
Yeah, sorry.
Alfie Bang says ha ha ha. Well, I don't know what to make they laugh, but I think say they enjoy the conversation. Thank you for laughing. You guys are funny. Yeah, it's sometimes good to be funny, right? Fun, this laughter now a therapy also, so it's good because everybody in Atwam right now. So if we not laugh, we're not go able for
Astaghfirullah. They say now other why the council and they say Astaghfirullah lazim. Inshallah, God not go agree.
No. Ahmed Kamara say now other one they can cancel. Una they laugh and take them funny. All right. Ibrahima Dominic, this no they go second round. Samura no they near be yourself. Which vote Samura they get for win? All right.
Yeah, because when I don't stuff the box there, when I keep it there, now make when I go take the box and give me. Yes. Nice.
They say when I don't go buy box and Nagini, when I don't stop them, when I don't put it aside.
Yes, right.
All right. Dominic Dash the King. The man say if they reduce the price of women and unmarried men, we are not able to fool people them, yeah. But for people that were not married, now go see you for reduce the price. Who's come by that on the back? Because you married. I would like it to Dr. Samura Kamara is our next president of Sierra Leone. The people
Amen.
are to kick power out of governance.
Amen.
Ibrahim Dominic, Bo, they ask you for price control. Tell the people them how you the control price. Then you say man and woman not support that man, not to politician. Okay, whatever.
Okay, left this man here. Moku ask her, how much the dollar today? Nasalo.
Yeah.
Samura no carry to. The way Samura come, then you take him from that. It go tell you, say, what I've been talking now, so I mean, I don't bring him from up yonder to half. Period. Hey, then oil price here where they go up. Then get me as a layman, I know how the oil business they work. The subsidy where government forget, they forgo that one day, and they can't do. Not to magic. But I mean, we are so blind to the truth.
Well, the problem with that is subsidies also depend on the income that the government they get, because the government they subsidize now money the government says they pay the private companies then. So if right now the economy is almost zero.
Taxation, man. Heavy taxation.
Almost zero.
Heavy taxation.
Ayos can. Pasamura not 30%. Una believe una one, una left. Musa Moriba Kone. APC is not organized enough to win this election. We are calling on President Bio to treat all Sierra Leoneans equally because he is going to get votes across Sierra Leone. He didn't get votes across Sierra Leone before, you know that, right? In 2018, in fact, he gave votes now. Now McKinney self-self-usai and Eskroma come out. A lot of votes. I know you talk about Cambia and Poloko. Simeon Luceni. Abdullah Ture, the dreamer. Joe Gordon. Is this the only person you have on the show? I feel like I am watching ping pong. That's what I did.
Oh, I see. You have you play ping pong? I think say I go be too party tennis. So
the man a commentator, so let him say this election time. Let the man say self campaign for in party. I want no more every time. We can see on the talk no more about.
I know.
The man the campaign. See, now red well so. Now red cap well so if you don't know.
Washington, yeah so.
Nelson A.M. Karim. President Bio has already won this election. Adebayo said they are coming out on the 12th June 2023. We are waiting. Well, if President Bio don't win, let we not make election again. Let we not inaugurate them. I think say that could be better, right? Now for just go inaugurate them, but I know say you know win it so they might win. I use can 5 more years or even more. Nothing, no they spoil them. We're not ready for course back for 4 more years. All right. Madabio, our Superman. Okay. Peter Dauda. Now that Madabio is in power, it will be very difficult for him to relinquish it. No, they pull him. Madabio get mine for say because in time London or win, they come out. They come out. Where we see Aneskroma na the APC themselves force them for making not go for a third term because the SLPP not been getting nothing. In fact, some of them don't do Aneskroma in pocket. Now the very APC, see that the good thing about the APC then get some kind of independent thinkers them, unlike the SLPP where na Tolongo. You see, the Tolongo will get for switch on to the SLPP. SLPP then na Tolongo. The APC, see, and Escoma, it be really want to go. But now the APC themselves say, no, that's not the work. They happen. So, you see, we know to Cholongo, even though now we get the slants. Would they learn that slants there? SLPP there na Cholongo, anything we mother be do, you okay? APC not so. Joe Caps Jr. Dr. Samora Kamara looks weak for this game. The man no weak, and Dr. Samora na victim. Dr. Samora na a very good candidate. Imagine, just look at from the time where Dr. Samora was appointed in 2018, where some of we not even Sabia. So today, for being probably the most popular person in the country, not a weakness down there. You see, the problem we will get is, to be honest with you now, is if, may God forbid it, if Dr. Samora lose this election, not to your fault. Now the APC, the your fault. Because they not try for help her in a way where he go able to win the election. So not to Dr. Samora at all, weak at all. Weak at all, Dr. Samora. No, anybody will tell you say Dr. Samora is weak, down there sometimes you don't understand what thing they go on. Dr. Samora, he really want to win this election. And it is very hard. But the damage been done, and now there is no way. I will not call them doctor. We not the medical doctors them. Where somebody they bleed for try for stop that bleeding. How them call them?
You mean resuscitation?
Yeah. So now they try for do, but the time don't beat him. So right now they do in level best. So that we support him. That we make sure say let it succeed. But for say a week, weak at all. That man, he actually impressed me. Within 5 years, from nothing to the most popular person in the country, weak at all. I wish we for been done, the APC for been done help him before he even came. Because we already been know say Dr. Samora was going to win the convention anyway. A lot of people don't know that. So before he came, we for been done put things them together where it for be make them very easy for him. But we never did that. We focus on Boku talk, and instead have not do a good job for 30 months. Anyway, now move on. Dr. Banko Tayo na troublemaker anyway. I know that. Handpick, waving handpick. Oh, I don't know what they talk now. All right, let's move on. All right, Ibrahim Dominic. It no matter salon not the exports, so dollar no go able control. So dollar not the able control. I don't know. Now I've been not talking about the dollar. Why the dollar they go up? So I don't want to go. Doctor, you want to say something before we move?
No. I don't see whose side would they go, and sometimes it's very good to silence is not acceptance. Mm-hmm.
Doctor, read by what in this person say. He said, Mankota, you guys don't drink the APC Kool-Aid.
Oh, really? Okay, I agree with you.
And I'm so. I say APC should be planning for the next election. This is gone. All right, now we go coronate now. Now we go for coronate. Why for make election if you don't done?
Yeah.
Like I say, una the panelists then una get for votes. Are they going to salon next week anyway? So yes, are they not salon next week by God's power?
Yeah.
Well, after next week actually.
Yeah.
APC don't have the figures to win the election. You divide this nation through tribal lines. You left us in austerity. It could have been worse if you have won the 2018 election. Okay, let me just, Rosalind Masakoi. All right, Rosalind, come on. Okay, I confess. We know they call her austerity, but for the sake of, we they call them, Um, expenditure rationalization. So man, they get what's them. We they call them uh, expenditure rationalization, but we not call them austerity. That's fine. But let me face the fact. Now, because of this, when I argue, say, when they can do better. So, what's not the problem? And when I can do worse. So, let the people then go back to the people that we been don't do worst, where when I've been saying that they can do better. So, the APC is better than right now, with better than the SLPP. You see?
Yeah.
All right.
Mankota,
Yeah.
yeah. I beg for leave, yeah?
Okay, no problem.
All right.
And
Bye
now,
bye,
now,
guys.
round up. So, bye.
All right, okay.
Thank you very much for coming. All right. Peter Dauda, if Samura Kamara loses this election, will he still be the next APC presidential candidate? No, Samura Kamara himself don't get for retire now. Anyway, now in last time this, now that make I want for make you win this election, let him become president of Sierra Leone because the man gets ideas there. He really get ideas there for help that country. So if we not let cancer, but let we left the country, and I believe him. We all want for make that country get go before. We don't see Madabi already. So Madabi no need for go explain to we again. We sabi am. we don't get this contract for the past 5 years, right? Right? So let me try Samura Kamara before he retire. Joseph Sama, this is President Bio time, and there is a lot to point out. Okay. All right, the bridge, not to show the bridge, the Lunge Bridge. One of the things that we have been promised. All right, Josie Kumba. Yeah, Samora Wilson Matthew Kamara said that he is the fastest growing economy in Sierra Leone and also have 40 years experience. Then they came in power, they meet price at 60,000, then they increased the price to 250,000, and now SLPP back had took it to 650,000. So what is the difference between these two parties? Please, you guys tell me if they are not the same people. Alusan and Alasan. Those are the same people them. We are fighting for them. That is why me, Jesse A. Kumba, decide not to vote anymore. These people are very wicked. I hear you, bro. I feel your pain. Feel your pain. Unfortunately, that's not the downside of democracy. If you are not part of the decision making, somebody is going to make decision for you, and sometimes that person, the decision where they make, you know, go on for make that person they make decision for you. So we are stuck. Okay. All right, Mohamed Salih Bangura. Big lie. APC supporters never forced Anes not to go to third term. They supported him to continue. It was Joe Biden that came to Sierra Leone when he was vice president to warn him not to venture. I never knew that Joe Biden can as I don't know. But some people they say when they dream. All right, Joe Biden I can force Anes Goma for not making not go for a third term. Okay. All right, Mohamed Kolai or Koli. Popular within the APC, not nationwide. Come on, the man is popular nationwide. No side, no day, now the country, including Southeast, where they don't know about Samora Kamara. They may not like him, but they know him. He's popular anyway. Mohamed Fouai, SLPP is going to take the legislature, executive, and the mayoral seat of Freetown. I have overconfidence. Jibril, it's not Samora that is big. It is the APC party that is big. Any flag bearer in APC can be big and well known. Yeah, but Samora was not well known when they appointed, not so. Yeah, the APC is bigger than Samora, but I'm talking about popularity, not big. Mohamed Kolai or Koli. Fastest growing economy, what do we gain? Please explain. In 2007 to 13, We get one of the fastest growing economy in Africa, in the world, in fact. We've been a trade that I think, I don't know if I not forget, 20% rate. So yeah, we've been getting the fastest growing economy. Ebola come, is squash them, and from that time they will not be able for recover. Up to this time, we're not able to recover. The SLPP come with all the big talk say they can't reverse the economy. Look at a bag of rice is now over 800,000. Bruh, you see this guy we talk Josie Kumba. Now frustration make it a talk so, because you see the thing about Sierra Leone politics, everybody they can't lie for make them vote for her. Everybody in a lie. Now that make people like we so they hate we. They hate we because we know sabi lie. Where something where them as long as not for the content, I go talk them. Even if they against me, I go say I know you will do this and I'm not telling a lie. If you not vote for me for that, okay, that's okay. It's better. But until we start for the whole we politicians they're accountable, this is what is going to continue. You got it. Abu, what is your prediction for the upcoming election? I trust your assessment. So I don't I don't already talk many times now. But for the sake of you and some of the people that we, because I know say a lot of people that they tune into them. I believe say most of them. You were no now your first time this for twin. If they watch me from YouTube, do enough for subscribe, do a big and put the notification so that every Saturday we they live, you go able for get the notification. Okay. Now, Joe Gordon, you very well know say me as somebody with a pragmatic, the politics is unique, and a patriotic too. Just some of the characteristics we make that. If the APC, na party where they listen to people like we, so I saw the God, I they tell you for free, it could be very difficult for me the SLPP beat the APC. That's my fact. In 2018, or starting 2016 actually, because now the turn around the way me, I think 2015 in fact. Now that the turn around the way me begin to see some of the things the way they point to with the fifth one, I begin to talk about that. You know, a witness because you didn't have the TPN, you know how they bombard me with all kind of nonsense, attack. Anyway, but I not relent. It came out to be true. And immediately after we lost this election, I come up with certain analysis where and the stages then we will go through. Well, what think can happen? We can't stop now one stage. The stage denial. And anytime when somebody then at this stage we is talk, it would be very difficult for making move forward. When somebody they deny the reality for say, no, I not believe say this will happen. The election of 2018 make a lot of people then stuck at this denial stage. You know, so we did it. Now we begin we embrace anything now where they come because there is a vacuum within we. We don't know what to do. We don't want to accept the reality, and at the same time, we don't want to move forward. So people take advantage of that. You understand? When I begin to see the mistakes immediately in 2019, look at the cap. Now the Ohio Summit, 2019. I go to Ohio Summit. I see what thing we need to do. And I understand because as somebody who know the human psychology, I was not surprised when somebody desperate, it can hold on anything. The people then say when somebody they drown, I like na nef. You wait and call them, they hold on at the sharp side. So I understand. So as you don't at the watch, the desperation, the denial, you know, the arrogance and all those type of things. And I begin to see, we begin to embrace people that things the way, you know, they benefit the APC party. I tell the APC folks and say, if we continue this, whether they see so, now Ingefo can destroy the APC party. We have to stop that. Some of know now the APC, now the TPN. Before even that convention, where some people they send certain divisive things them, where I begin to refute them, then go after me. Now me are the first person where they begin call mama. and don't cost me now the APC. May God make life able get benefits there. I mean, the first person where them begin costing mama. And then always cost me. Oh. Then say them talk about me even na the headquarter. Because I tell them say, them can't see how they embrace we they can't destroy you. Well, we panam. And I don't see any kind of willingness from make we able work together this recent time, these 2 years. I don't see any way, we just divide ourselves more widely. So I begin to sit down. I tell them, say, now here is the thing. We get so many deficiencies within the APC party. First of all, the disadvantage we will get is too much for we. And we will focus how for mitigate that disadvantage then. Number one, we not in power again. Number two, we not get resources. The one that will benefit now the APC party during the time of Ernest by Koroma, they're not go willing for take the money and spend on the APC party. Then they do it. And if that is the case, we have to start now for make we able for resolve some of the petty stuff there. Otherwise, we go deep and still it is too late. The first thing we advised them was let we make sure say we hold we own side, the north and west. Let we make sure say the SLPP know they infiltrate. You remember in 2019, the first few elections, the by-elections, I see the SLPP then they infiltrate now the north. I come out and say, oh, this is not the trouble. If we allow the SLPP for infiltrate now the north the way that they infiltrate, so it cause me problem. People they're not listening. Some of them then they attack me. Oh, you always pessimistic. Some people then I don't know whose description what they mean. That former prime minister in India. Then they know how they describe it. Now that description they give me. That's somebody where no one for go like for fete. So me, I forget the word. I just forget the word. They have now show me the word. Somebody will no one for go fete, So I tell them say this has nothing to do with fighting. You know how they fight? You fight with your physical hands. You fight with your head. Now so politics nowadays then. That physical fight, they work again. Now with the Panante, the Alfred Peter Conte issue come inside back and it further divide with. I won. When I sit down and focus on something, what's in there for happen now? I know say you monitor the election very carefully. The APC they do very well in the north and west of the country. They do very well. I don't get problem with that. But we don't relinquish about 30 to 35% of we supporters them where they don't switch to the SLPP. And that is a warning sign. I don't know say this is going to happen. So now that make cabinet tell them say, okay, if somebody can your own territory, they can't invade, they can't capture certain people them, go na your own territory, go invade and capture other people them. Now so politics they hold them. When I say capture, not to physically, I'm talking about metaphorically. Okay. I say we need to identify certain places in the southeast where we go able for influence, for get enough votes, for substitute the SLPP, the infiltration into the north. Nobody not care. In fact, some people them now we on forum, the APC Arizona forum, some people then say, this man always talk about pessimism. Now as you don't set much. It will be very difficult, my brother, for make the APC win this election. Not to say the strategies that they know they do, then work with, and they do very well. Now, so no more now, and earlier I talk and say, I really appreciate what they do because they are in a very difficult situation. I am Samura Kamara, a victim of the very APC members. Then we right now they feel say they support him. Yes, publicly then they support him, but privately. To me, now a sellout. How they go support somebody, they go advise them for do the wrong thing. You cannot do that if you want for support. Now that make a lot of people that hate me because if you now somebody you come to me, you tell me, say, Dr. Mankota, what do you think about this? I will tell you the truth. I not go lie by you because not so amen. Now that make now some people that they want when you come to them, you try for light to him, no worry, it's everything is gonna be all right, Where you come on, you say no man now. If you say na me, they can't hold them. But I'm not talking like this, and that make a lot of people, even within the APC, they're not like me. Because I not get that hypocrisy they for tell somebody. When you come and they tell you, say, now this, if we do this, now so we succeed. If we do this, now this failure will they get. So if we have been done infiltrate into the south and east, just today na Kailau, the last batch of the APC, way be Stonewall, way be now them people then na them whole APC in that place there. They don't switch. They don't switch. After the last time we go there, now they don't switch. Because we're not able, like what Dr. Bine talk say, yes, they're not agree for me to go participate. Yes, that technically is true. But not to down me focus on. Where we are. The time when we been get the opportunity for, they go fatten the pig on the day of marketing. It's not possible. You get for natural and for many years before you go sell them. But if you want to go fatten on the day of marketing, it not go work. And that is why I know they blame Samura. If Samura, may God forbid it, he lose this election, he has done what he could. And people like we, so we appreciate him. We sympathize with him simply because this guy is supposed to be a president of that country there. But the greedy people that are the APC party, they don't make him it very difficult for them. Look what that happened at the southeast. We go to the southeast, they even know say we did at the southeast, so no more. You see the SL people in the Canada in the northwest. If you buy election at APC, they pan the rally. SLP in the northwest, now then they pull crowd show, like say now we they pan the rally in the northwest. Anyway, a lot of people are not like me, Obla. They're not like me. But I did tell you one thing. They're never like me. To be honest with you, I did succeed at the APC. Time they can wait people then get for sit down and say, no waiting. It is time for let we use we brain and think. And the first people that they think of now, Dr. Mankota say, oh, that's stubborn Bobo. That's stubborn Bobo way they're American. Now you don't alone, you know what? Now we tap into that Bobo day because now Bobo way look like saying, you know what they talk, you know what they do. Mark that. I don't say we're not going to win this election, no, but it's much more difficult than before because we have missed so many variables where it's almost too late, not entirely, but almost too late for make we able for put them variables they need together because now 20 days left, only 20 days left. So how you go able to put them variables they need together? If we're not begin to encourage course, mommy, course. But I talk Alan, I don't know if you've been there where I've been talking about Alan. In as much as we get to differences, Salon na a cultured country. Mommy course not a thing where we they take lightly, especially the people that wouldn't at the villages. They're very, very cultured. For say then they encourage mommy course. So this now some of the factors that if we forget problem at the election, now then why I will talk about this more in the next coming days. But now my own prediction this. I not say we're not going for win the election, but I not see the prospect. That's my own. And also this prediction, not a political prediction. If not political prediction, the APC party they win the election. No matter what, will they win this election. But the analytical when a professional prediction is too stiff. I hope I answer you. Now, Salisu Bilal. SLPP, we move June 24th, no runoff by Allah in power, Mr. President Bio. I mean, we have been no winner now. So why would they talk about runoff again? We have been no winner already. So let we go inaugurate winner. Okay. Joseph Samura Kamara only become popular because of the love people have for EBK, and up to now that's trading. If you don't believe, let EBK say Samura is not suitable for such and wait for second to see the result. Now, but Come on, let me give credit to the man. After the election in 2018, not to EBK been they go around and talk about Samura. Now Samura been they go around and talk about Samura. So in popularity, it credit on to EBK in some point because now he introduced her into politics and it helped him. But in popularity from 2018 to now is exclusively na Samura in your effort. Okay? So let me give him credit, even if you know like I'm giving credit for that. All right. Damn. I don't think I go able to read all their messages here. All right, Juliet Sia Brimer. Samura will not win. Okay. Let we go coordinate Mother Bio and Tina Sona don't talk now. Joseph Sama, talk about airport before you go the bridge. The airport. Thank you very much. Since you say I talk about the airport, you talk about the airport. The airport is very, very good. And nice, beautiful. But come on. Come on. Do you know why APC be one from Bill and airport na mama? You know why? Because the government has lucky for buy good ferries them for good transport the people them back and forth from Tagril to Freetown 24 hours. We're not able to buy them one and we struggle. So if na mama when a place where very, very conducive, if you come on overseas, you na upline they go. If you reach na mama, you don't need for drive kind of freeway again. Take you taxi or you motorcar, you go na Bo, you go na McKinney, you go na Kono, you go na Kaila, whatever place you want to go. You don't need for wait for a ferry way not reliable. Okay. Now, the total amount of money where that brand new airport for being cost now $315 million. If you put everything now with other stuff, then let's say 350 million. Okay, and for being cost a brand new airport. Brand new airport. Standard. Why I say brand new, I am talking about standard airport. Okay, and in location for being be also good. Now, Mother Bio coming. Okay. It means now they don't sign the contract, everything. And in that contract, there is a clause where it talks say if one of the parties withdraw, this is the consequence. It pay transaction fee. Mother Bio come because you know one what them call continuity in government. You know what in a continuity, right? Now they make America they go before other advanced country they go before. Now that one they will lack Nasado. Continuity. Mother Bio come, no one for make it share the credit with the APC folks. He said, no. This at the councillor, even if I get for paid a transaction fee at the councillor. He said it's expensive, number one. Say very expensive. He said in they renovate the Lunge. And guess what? In how much money they spend on Lunge? 275 million. 215 minus 275. How much? So, in as much as the airport is good, but now wastage. Yeah, you go tell me so why the airport not to the Sierra Leone and get for pay for the airport or whatever. That's a bull crap. The same thing with the mama. Will not be put penny there. Bill, operate, and transfer. Same thing. So if you talk about the airport, that's my story about the airport. And I did get for Kando. And the Kando. And the airport that the Kando. Because we get a airport where it just remember that toll gate, how them call them toll gate. Would they go cause trouble then that? Yes, that toll gate they go cause trouble. We don't pay for the for the road. Una go put the toll gate, they say una they pay for the road. Which way again? I don't see any kind of enhancement where they don't do better. Anyway, the airport is good, but now we stage anyway. Now for we now get at least 2 airports in the country, which is very good. All right. Wow. Hawasila. People then they vote against APC because for the Mami cause way then don't take over the party. Okay. Rosalind Massacre. The SLPP has won the MCC and that will help the SLPP great. The people then Bel they not even show for CS SLPP don't win MCC. You know what people then care about now for them Bel. So anything we not go able for full them Bel is no matter. Governor Mohamed Kostabo can just say that you are suffering, not all of us, because some of us are not politically dependent. If it should have not been President Bio, some of you that are grumbling of hunger like babies and will have grumble more than this. God bless President Bio for coming in to tackle some of the problems of Sierra Leone. President Bio is our lifetime president. After me now, me, eh? Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. All right. Jesus Sama, my brother, let's be honest. When SLPP came to power within 6 months, we started going to a single digit until when COVID came. Eh? You know, them call them Pantimini, Obel or Loyamon. Somebody really tap palm wine, you know, whatever to you know, they ever criticize you. What happened when the Ebola been come? We they go up to between 15 and 20 percent rates of the economy, how it been they grow. But when Ebola come, it wipe out everything. What will not be the same? When I still been criticized me. So this is not an excuse for say now COVID-19 cause this. I know say they can't talk about the Iraq war or the Ukraine war. I use can. APC meet everything nice, that's alone. And just calm rubbish, everything can big guy no more. APC can only beat SLPP if void SLPP strong areas. I don't know. Nagala would they go void again this time. All right. Fofana Mohamed, President Bio, now we lifetime president. I just try now for complete this. I don't tire. Yeah? All right. Now 2 hours we don't ask some. All right. Fofana Mohamed. That way then we get money na the APC party deal. Na the APC party deal no say Samura Kamara no get for win this election. So now that make being the no one for waste the money. Right. We where the APC party come na Kabbalah for campaign, then just come give we so sweet talk, but they not spend penny na Kabbalah. But I will not get money within the opposition. We don't get money. Philip Bangura, Doc, with Adebayo offensive words to both respectable people in and out of the party, including women, don't you think that this will have a negative impact to the party now that stakeholders refuse to denounce his action, nor dissociating themselves from his action? Please give your honest opinion. I think I did not talk about this, not necessarily about Adebayo. I know how for begin call people their names, so I'm not into that. But anybody will believe say Mami cause they help the APC party, in it for go checking it. Sincerely speaking, if you think say Mami cause now a cultured country like Sierra Leone, it help you party, You get problem that you had. And since 2019, I've been don't want that for say that was a mistake. Okay. Look, Shaban, I don't have anything to lose because I am not a voter. My uncles, cousins in Kalau and Kenema are angry. They said this is not their party, SLPP. This is Paupa. They are not voting. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. They're not a vote. And then they are not already on a vote. We don't care lights go na Cambia and Pujao. We not don't see Pujao. We not don't see lights for 40 years. Kalau also don't get lights for after 40 years. Me, Michael Coker, now one grain generator at the sea when the pass throughout the country. The same generator, I can go na Cambia, now I can go na Pujao. Now I know that they can go back na Kalau. So I don't know what's in the going. I think I comment on that this morning now. Now the TPN for I say, well, who's come bad politics this? So they pass the machine from one turn to another. Anyway, salon politics. Come on, dog. you call yourself Bobo. Well, when you compare me and them, me not only Bobo, me not Pikin, me not child. Okay. I know they talk about Samura. Letty Deborah Aruna. You are wise. Thank you. And the first time is where I get praise. For all the I know there over 100 comments there. Now the first time is thank you, Letty Deborah Aruna. Philip Banguram. Doc, you are a soothsayer, so I trust most of your ideas. Well, it's not necessarily a soothsayer, it's just analytical, the problem with some people, then they use their emotions for predict certain things, and that sometimes can put them into trouble because they're not even sure. Emotions are not the best way for predict certain things or for say something where they happen tomorrow. You get for look at the data, you look at the behavior of the people, where we call patterns, the patterns of the people. Now they look and you begin get put markers there and say, okay, if this person don't behave this time consistently, I they guess, because now guess what? I they guess say it behave this if the same situation prevail, it behave the same thing. Now then think then they would use for predict certain things. But sometimes Sierra Leoneans they don't want for somebody who they talk to. And they find them very difficult even within the APC party because me are one of the few people that will get the man for enough talk the truth. And most of the time, probably 100%, whatever they say, it come true. Because number one, I'm not trying to satisfy anybody. I'm trying to help. And I believe saying the best way we'll be able to help your party now for tell them things that we get for benefit the party collectively. That's all I can do. But some people then they mistake and say, this person he talk too much true. I don't hear somebody say me they talk too much true. Politics not get nothing to do with truth. I say, oh my God. Anyway, yeah. 20 days left. Anyway, we'll they see very soon. Esther Kapindi, we are going to win. The people are sick and tired. The country is so difficult to live. People can't afford 2 square meal a day, let alone 3. Bio must go. Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. Thank you for this. But you know what? We leaders them, they don't want for make we win. You when are the ordinary supporter, you want for make the APC win. Me when an ordinary supporter, I want for make the APC win. But we leaders they don't want for make the APC win because you were able to tell whether somebody willing for do this or not based on their behavior. Hey, most of the leaders they wait in another party day today. Now people them wait on the another party day for probably the minimum 10 years. Some now 50 years, and they boast of being in the party for 50 years. So I am speculating, saying they know exactly what for do for winning election because they don't win election. They don't run election. They don't win election. So when you see them, then they do the contrary. They begin wonder: are these people serious about winning, or they are just serious about confinement and all those type of things. Like I said earlier in my program, my sister, this election, there is no excuse the APC not for win this election. Madabio don't do the work for it. But we destroy them because of the negativity, the infighting, the divisiveness, the mami cause, all those type of things. It don't destroy that opportunity there. You see? All right. Rugish Chepe Wax. Wow. Rugi Chepe Wax. We dey wait for mother in coronation period. Okay. All right. My sister. All right. All right. All right. We will see. Let's forget about the crowd in both parties. They are full of children. Why are they listening to the audio of this guy? Those that are listening to the audio are the problem. Oh, what's one we talk about? I don't know. Me no can have call name. I'm talking generally, okay? Just as summer, you can still use other routes without using the ferry. Yeah. Well, if that is the case, why not just put them at the middle of the country so that everybody gets a very easy way for go? Why still? This country is supposed to get at least two airports. Yeah, two airports. At least if you get one modern airport and the other one like the Lunge airport, we go able manager. We go put one barracks there. But anyway, continuity is the problem. Frances Kessler. I will try to comment on this soon. Well, next week by God's power. Hawa Mans, you should go to the pool and vote. You have nothing to do during the coronation. Yeah. Let them go coronate Madabi until they say they don't win already. Let them go coronate. I use can Mada na the man, even if you now spoil a name. Madam, I don't know. Alex Morgan, when I get for go vote, not for the na Facebook and they talk plenty. We all dey go vote my brother, my sister, or my brother. Samuel B. George, you guys are comedians, yeah, definitely. You know, when things are too, heated, sometimes comedy, they make things calm down, all right? Okay? Samuel B. George. Abu Sisi, APC need to go back to the class and put their together. If not, I'm sorry, 2028, no way. No, 2028 will be winner. Definitely. Hey, 2028, where revolution don't have an APC party, where smart people and then don't take over a APC party, where then they project 5 years before even something they happen, where then they tackle things before it even happen. But the APC 2028 will they get them? And besides, until now, I've been argue say that country in 10 years. So we don't want for change now, right? We'll not accept. All right. Joseph Muna, will Dr. Samura Kamara really defeat Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, considering Dr. Kamara's low level of performance over 40 years compared to Bio's achievement over the past 5 years? Bio not achieve much, Bram. Just compare Bio and Anes Baikoroma, then you get your answer. Abu Sise, APC need to put their house together. If not, I'm sorry, 2028, no way for APC. I don't answer that. Abdulaziz Kamara, APC back to power 2023, no runoff. Wonderful. Wonderful. No runoff. We will knock the SLPP. Until right now, they get confidence when I left them. Hostman, Bio is not a presidential material. Well, unfortunately, he don't be president for the past 5 years. sorry about that. Mada is the only solution for make Salon better. I swear. And everybody know this fact. Come on, man. Mada Bio don't mess up anyway. Bishop Fitzgerald Johnson, I pray this election will go well and who God has ordained will lead us the next 5 years. Amen. Amen. Bishop. Amen. Namusu Kiao. We the nurses did very hard to do away with the Ebola, and we were to be paid each nurse 5 million leons, but APC did not give us the money. We left the money to the SLPP. When I ask the SLPP, them get that money. When I ask them, we left that money there to the SLPP. Okay, I not think say I go able done the comments. It just the car no more. Our man's APC back to power. APC back to the opposition to 2023. Come on, man. They are not for sorry for winner. They are big. Sorry, Kone. Consequently, poverty is projected to increase to 44.2% in 2020 from 40.6% in 2019. Poverty in Sierra Leone has a strong spatial component. While 60% of the rural population lives in poverty, 20% of the urban population is poor. Poverty is highest in the north region and lowest in the west. I don't know who's study where it talks so it could be true. Joseph Sama, the electrification of the 7 districts is at advanced stage. Let not be say now electricity politics when they play when they begin they pass around one green generator from Cambia to Pujo Kailahu now back to Freetown. The same generator. Now be careful, Bishop. I love his honesty, and Doctor says it as he is very politically wise. Bless you, sir. Thank you very much, my brother. Oga, hey, Oga Mama, thank you very much, sir. Now you the talk sense. You want to tell me somebody you know the talk sense? Or gentle know the talk sense, eh? Okay. Our man's APC not enough. APC not enough opposition bench 2023. Hey, our Coney left. People has taken politics as a way of life. Truth has been depreciated in their mouth. Oh yeah. They don't want somebody who they talk to. Then I tell you, me a lot of people in time say, Dr. Mankota, you talk too much truth, so therefore you're not a politician. And so you're not a politician. Now I say, when I wait, let the time reach. When I'm going to say, I mean, are the best politicians. Young people. Now all style down there for begin good like because now we get social media, we get so many tools them for make we detect for saying a lie they lie. Esther, you have to ask APC if things are bad today. Yeah, they are very really bad. Bag of rice is 800,000. King Sleazy. Salomon Fool. No. Fanny Kessler. It is so pathetic, evoking or arousing pity, sympathy or compassion due to being weak, unfortunate, or miserable to all Sierra Leoneans. Example, the child's eyes were filled with tears as he looks up at his father with a pathetic expression, begging for forgiveness for his mistake. It is a pity, but God will redeem us. I think say you know a good poet. So now for do poetry. All right, Doc they afraid for call name cause Cox, the guy no get respect for big one there. No, we had the first course na APC after 2018 na Dr. Mankota. Na me this. I dey ask me am. Na me this are the first person wey dem first course na the APC. Dem cost me before even people like Adebayo actually come na the limelight. And not to 2018 no more. They begin cost me from 2016. Now the APC. The other way when they attack me, they tell me everything. They all don't left APC where APC lost power. Now I still in the APC. Are they? Lord, we they are still. Hi, Frederica Cambini Moana. Why do you guys think you have the number to vote mother out? Who get the number? That number there we do. Teresa Kumbaka. SLPP back to power 2023 by the grace of God. I think say another Joe Bakari, as long as EBK has grip on APC, and if this continues, APC is doomed. Bishop Sama, maybe when comes and pass through the airport, you begin to realize that President Bio means well for this country. You just greedy no more because government now continuity. There was no reason why for cancel that project here. That Mama project, there was no reason anyway. You know what COVID did to the world, not to talk of Sierra Leone? Well, forget about the world. We are talking about Sierra Leone, right? The Ebola devastates the country more than the COVID. We know that, right? King Sleazy, King Sierra Leone Z, I don't know how you call him. One song they will then call Salomon Fool You for listening to that song, Debra. Okay. All right, I will try for now. Mamusuki, why you? Samura do not know how to talk because they asked him on what will do to control price, and his answer was the men will control the women and the women control the men. Is that a good answer to that question? I don't know, but sometimes one of the biggest problems in Salon right now is divorce. So Samura know what they talk about, okay? Divorce 90 cause problem in household, and when household is not strong, the country is not strong. So there's always some kind of a connection. Anyway, sorry, Mamusu, I'm just kidding. Joseph Sama, I drink cold water in my village, Kunibaya, Kabbalah district. You drink or you dream? Fabregas Kaba. My brother, me and you knows that President Adabio is president in Sierra Leone, and the token good president will win the election with no runoff. Coronation also, right? And that make una go after how you call him? Dr. Sylvia Bladon. A bag of rice is not 800,000, it's 650,000 in Freetown and 680,000 in district. I read that this morning, say a bag of rice is 800,000. I don't know how true it is. You may be right. All right. Last one. Ablai Bangura, you win the last spot. Please share the program. Thank you very much. And may God bless you all. I know say this is a very, very wonderful program. And I hope you will enjoy them too, because number one, it's not always about scores, partisan bickering, tribal bickering, regionalism, all those type of things. Now we enjoy because you get the APC, you get the SLPP, then they come together. Then they say no, now we they win. The other one say no, now we they win. You see how the bridge is being built? That is the purpose of this program, for build the bridge between people where believe say they are different politically. So I really appreciate this kind, turnout and participation. Okay. Joe Bokari, it's enough now. Okay, it's enough. Next week. Right, come back next week. Okay. All right. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Dr. Kamara for come patronize me, and I want to thank Una where they watch the viewers. Now when I get this program, you see how it interactive. Not only they for like a monologue. No, I don't like monologue. I want to interact with my viewers because some of them get more information, accurate information more than me. So it's good for what they do. That make always my program is always interactive. Come in, give your own opinion with respect. Come on, we are all Sierra Leoneans. Forget about SLPP, APC. These are artificial things, and now we make them artificial things, and they are not durable. We don't get political parties that way famous. pass some of them parties their way day to day. So some of them, most of them, they don't die out, or they're not even we're not even consider them for be viable parties. Them APC, SLPP, na artificial objects them, but Sierra Leone a natural thing. Tell God for burning us alone. That's out of your control. Now God say, "My day they born," and now God say, "Me and you supposed to be brothers and sisters, right? So why don't we just embrace ourselves and just try to find a way for make Salone a better country?" That's all I'm asking. That's all. All the other things are secondary. You can be APC, you can be SLP, it doesn't matter. But what matter is the country. And how we go able to make a country. Look at the way other countries then they do now. Even East Africa. East Africa. This is inside Africa. Go na Kenya today. Go na Rwanda. Rwanda where get a tribal war in the 90s, kill over 1 million people. Today, if you go na Rwanda, if you like na Europe today. Why? Because they realize, you see, all them kind of artificial boundaries, them divisions, who they create for themselves, it's not necessary. It's not necessary at all. Dubai, you know what's in the population? You know what's in the population for Dubai? I think now recently there be 2 million, around 1 point something to 2 million. Look at Dubai. You know why? They get good leaders then. And in fact now monarchs then get. They're not even democratic stuff. But look at the country. It doesn't matter whether you the leader na APC or na SLPP. If na APC leader na do good thing, now we support them. If na SLPP leader na do good thing, now we support them. I praise Anes by Corona, the good things the way you do. I don't criticize him about the bad things the way you do. I praise Madabio for the good things the way you do. I don't criticize him for the bad things the way you do. That's who I am. And I hope so we get a lot of people like me so we'll be able to merge that country there and say, you know what? Salone is too small for me to begin the divide. It was 8 million people is just too small for that. Now, one grain city in China, one grain city. And in fact, some of the cities they then pass it because they get up to 10 million people in one city. So why don't we just come together and say, you know what? To hell with all these boundaries that they put so. These artificial boundaries they put so, it's only a process for make we see would I get the best idea for the country. That's not the only purpose. Otherwise, we don't need a democracy. To be honest with you, there is no democracy in the Bible. There is no democracy in the Quran. God na kingdom it gets. Okay? But we do one because we want to make people then come with ideas. And the best way to get ideas is through competition. If we they compete for bring ideas, good ideas, it help the country for develop rapidly. And some people they mistake them kind of competition and they for be enmity. If you're not APC, you know for talk to SLPP. If you're not SLPP, you know for talk to APC. These are the misconception way a lot of Sierra Leoneans can get. And you know what happened? People like we should become victim of that. People then they attack him. No, I don't know who's campus in not Monday. Why for praise Madabio? Why for praise? Are you not APC? You're not supposed to praise Madabio. Why for praise Anes by Korma? You know SLPP. Why? Let's bring this country to the height where we want them. We picking them, then deserve. We papa them, they not make a lot of blunders. So let we not continue to make the blunders again. Let we deviate from the blunders, them, the mistakes that we papa them, we get papa them and don't do, and try for find a different route, way more beneficial to the country than the individual. And that starts with patriotism. Patriotism. And as we all know, you know what's not the concept of patriotism? When I asked John F. Kennedy, what it means to be a patriotic person. He say, ask. If you're not a patriotic person, ask not what the country will do for you, but ask what you will do for the country. Are we willing to do that? Now, 20 days left, we can't crown another um, leader. Is he going to do the best thing? Are we voting for the right person, or we are voting based on relationships? This na me Timini brother, this na me Mende brother, this na me Loco brother, this na me Limba brother, this na me APC brother, this na me Yelunka brother, this na me SLPP brother. Even if you know able to do well, we they vote for them because now we on time. Are we willing to change that paradigm and sacrifice? No country, no day in the history of this world we develop to the level of like America or other countries where a generation of that country will not sacrifice for the benefit of that the next generation. Will ever develop if we might not get sacrificial mind. But the problem we'll get is we only think about ours. It's us, me, me, me. A mature society, no, they think about me. If they think about them, it's not about yourself now. The one the way come before you, now they're supposed to think about you. And you think about the next generation. But this me, it's all about me. Now they make we will still stuck on the same old perception. Just look at we budgets where they read na parliament, parliamentarians. In America, then they do budget not for this year alone, now for 10 years. 10 years from now. And that budget they prepare for something we get to happen 10 years ago, 10 years from now. That's how a mature society is supposed to do. But we always think about me. If I don't get what they put in my pocket, that's it. That is called selfishness. And if you know how to stop that, Salon will go before. Salon will go before. And it's a shame. Country we get everything. Everything. We get the human resources, we get the natural resources, we get the land. By this time, Salon supposed to export rice. Rice. Look at other countries. Look at other countries. They don't get good land like Whistle. Some of them na Sansan. But they're able to feed them people there. We get everything. Everybody then have freedom. You get somebody who go study in Njala agriculture. Well, as you graduate, somebody they can't sit on freedom for wait for a work for office work. How the country they go before? How? Some of them blatant truth here. Now ain't go able for make you think because what a man elect for make mistake. How did they go study agriculture? You want to go sit down at office for a work, and a country where office work is not even there. If you take that knowledge where you don't get na university, that agricultural knowledge where you don't get na university, you go get a land. You plant whatever you plant, you get employment. Now, people like Friday, when then subsistence farming, hard work. Now, machines and they will get mechanical farming. You are still able for maker. But another thing, we government no care about you. Well, if somebody not care about you, what about yourself? They care about yourself, but they're all in a free tongue. Everybody don't go full of my free tongue. And are the same people that they holler. But the country too hard. That was sent for me. What's they? Oh, I didn't have free tongue. What did they do na free tongue? But work no day. Eh? They got that point. I know it's very hard for some people then for you some of them to there, but sometimes we get for talk. I'm very sorry for that, guys. Yeah, I know say still more comment they come, but I'm sorry I'm not able to continue with the comment again because it's already over 2 hours, 30 minutes now. I don't do so. Okay, but we'll see you back next week, the same time, the same place. Goodbye.